Hey folks, welcome back to the Leeds Gamer. It's match review time. My hatred for Chelsea has just increased after that match. The amount of cheating involved, time wasting, Chelsea number 4 telling Sanchez to go down and fake injury. That happened on the hour mark. Just when Leeds had a little bit of momentum and had gotten a free kick as well. Aronson had a chance in the first half that he should have scored. We haven't tested Sanchez enough in the match. We'll get into the stats and everything anyway. But I hate cheats, and Chelsea can add themselves to the bloody list. So anyway, before we get into the major detail, do please do all the good stuff. Do please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Do please like and hype the video, and also hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future content. So as you can see on screen, Fernandes scored on the 23rd minute, and in the first half Chelsea had about half an hour's worth of possession. Leeds couldn't get the ball. Leeds looked tired. They don't look good when they have played more than one match a week in terms of fitness. When it's one match a week, Leeds are one of the fittest teams in England. But as soon as it goes to 2 games a week, they can't do it because Farke insists on picking the same 11 as often as possible. I would have gone with the 5-3-2/3-5-2 that we played when we beat them 3-1 earlier in the season. Start with DCL and Mecha up front. Mecha comes on with 20 minutes to go. It's too freaking late. For me, Farke got it wrong today. Got it wrong. I'm pretty angry. I'm not happy with the overall performance. I'm not happy with Farke's decisions. And thank God that this was only a cup match and not a league match, because the way the league is looking now, with the fact that the teams below Leeds all won and Leeds could only draw, all of a sudden the relegation battle looks back on again for all 4 teams, let alone just West Ham and Spurs. I'm not in a good place right now, and I've got to call TalkSport tomorrow night, and I'll be getting it in the neck from Cundy, because he basically said that he does not believe that I will call TalkSport if Leeds lose. No, I'll call him, and I'll give a very honest assessment, and I'm going to ask him about what his opinion is of the Chelsea number 4 telling Sanchez to go down, fake injury. This needs to be nipped in the bud ASAP. Something's got to be done about this. This needs eradicating from football. It's blatant bloody cheating, and I'm fed up of seeing it. I'm fuming. I hate cheats. I despise them. And Chelscom can put themselves in the fucking list. So let's get into the stats. So as you can see there, Chelsea had more possession. Leeds actually had more of an expected goal detail because of the number of attempts. I'm not actually on the proper stats, am I? Sorry. Thought it didn't look right. Anyway, so Leeds had more shots, they had more on target. equal number of big chances, but Leeds missed theirs. Chelsea had more passes. Chelsea committed more fouls. Chelsea had more corners. In terms of the shot statistics there, Leeds with more shots, more off target, more on target. Chelsea had more blocked shots. Chelsea hit the woodwork. Oh yeah, I was just trying to think as to which one it were. It was quite early on when Pedro hit the post. Leeds had more shots outside the box, which just didn't work because those shots outside the box, they were terrible. None of them anywhere near. Passing wise, I mean, you'd expect Chelsea to be on top of that because they have more possession. As you can see there, they've done more than what Leeds have, albeit Leeds in this particular section here have been a bit more effective. But they were more effective in the Leeds box than Leeds were in the Chelsea box. Only 7 yellow cards in the entire match, albeit it felt like Gillett was getting very, very yellow card happy. Pretty even on the dual stats, not a great deal to separate the two teams there. Defensively, ironically, Chelsea are slightly better on the defensive stats on the basis that Leeds had more attempts. You could argue with all this that Leeds, with less possession, couldn't have done much more really. I mean, it proves that you don't need more possession to win a match. It's what you do with it. We'll have a look at the lineups. I want to know who that number 4 is for them. It was Adarabioyo. Cheating fecker. And look at that. Sanchez gets man of the match despite being a cheat, according to FOTMob. Ridiculous. This suggesting that Ampadu was Leeds' best player. I don't know. I don't take much notice of FOTMob's stats in terms of the player ratings. Leeds started with Lucas Perry in goal. He didn't do a lot wrong, to be fair. It was the same 11 that was last out, and I think this is where Farke made the mistake. The team doesn't do well when they play more than one match a week. They just don't. So it was a back three of Strout, Biol and Justin, Bogle, Ampadu, Tanaka and Goodmanson, Okafor, Aronson, and then Calvert-Lewin up front. Again, DCL too isolated for big chunks of the match. He wasn't even winning his headers when the ball did get towards him. Chelsea started with cheating Sanchez, dirty Sanchez, whatever you want to call him, in goal. Gusto, Chalobah, Adarabioyo and Cucurella. When I saw that they were starting with these two, I didn't think that was all that great a partnership. If we'd have started with two up front, these two would have struggled, in my opinion. That is not a fantastic partnership, in my opinion. Caicedo and Lavia, Garnacho, Fernandes, Neto and João Pedro up front. In terms of subs, Leeds brought on Roden and Stack at half time. Mecha and Nonto came on 74th. It was too late. Way too late. You can't bring them on with a quarter of an hour and expect them to do much of anything. Longstaff came on 86. From Chelsea's point of view, Santos, Palmer and Delap all fairly evenly spread there, near enough. Players not to come on: Leeds goalkeeper Caldalo, Seb Bornau, Daniel James and Joel Pirro. From a Chelsea point of view, it was a relatively young set of players that didn't come on. Sharman Lowe, the backup goalkeeper, Hato, Achampong, Fafana, Asugo and Derry. Players unavailable: Gruevi's out for the season now. Chelsea had a few players missing. Mudryk is suspended for being an idiot. I looked into it. There's some kind of doping thing. Gittins, Jorgensen, the backup goalkeeper, club captain James, Colwill, and Estevan. I really thought Leeds had a chance today, and we just haven't turned up. We haven't turned up, not enough anyway. I mean, at the end of the day, the priority for Leeds is the Premier League and staying in it. I didn't expect Leeds to get as far as the semi-final. Chelsea's cup run's been even easier than Leeds's. Chelsea hadn't faced a Premier League club, and they had faced a team that was bottom of League One. Leeds had faced Championship opposition all the way until facing West Ham in the last round. But for me, this was not the right lineup. There's been no tactical nous from Daniel Farke here. He's just gone with the team that last played. So you can have a very tired team because they worked their backsides off to get that point against Bournemouth. The only change being the goalkeeper, which was obvious anyway, because that's what Farke's done throughout the Cups for Lucas Perry in recent weeks and months. For me, looking at that lineup, I'd have gone 5-3-2. You can't drop off. You can't drop Okafor because he was in form. We needed to go two up front straight away with Calvert-Lewin and Mecha. Apart from the shot that Aronson had, I didn't think he was in the game that much. So maybe Mecha comes into the lineup for Aronson. You put Noah in the 10, and that's your 5-3-2. If we'd have been able to start maybe with Stack and Rodon as well. I mean, both of them had just come back from injury, so I can understand why they didn't start the match. But those are the changes I would have made, I think. Just, I'm angry, frustrated, gutted. That was an opportunity. And to be honest, if we'd have got through, how would we have done against Man City? Man City take the Cups very seriously, and they were given a scare against Southampton. So I don't think I'd have fancied Leeds' chances in the FA Cup final anyway. But I'm going to have to man up and make the call to Cundy at TalkSport anyway and let him gloat. What a load of fun that's going to be. But I am going to ask him about the blatant cheating and what his thoughts are on this in football, both him and O'Hara. Because it's absolutely clear that Adebayo approaches Sanchez and tells him to go down. They even showed it. They showed it on live TV. And, it's just cheating. It's blatant cheating. And it needs stamping out. If Sanchez is genuinely injured, then you bring on Sharman Rowe. It's that simple. It's clear he's not injured. He's been told by the defender. Like Adebayo was told by McFarlane. But either way, no contact on Sanchez. Down he goes. Cheating bastard. They're all cheating bastards at Chelsea. They have been for years. So anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna have a pretty crap rest of the day now, I think, to be honest. But yeah. Big thank you for watching. Sorry for being so negative. It's always hard to be positive when you lose a match, especially when you've been in the match for big chunks of it. I thought second half, if I'm going to put any positivity on this, I thought second half Leeds were a bit better. And for the first 20 minutes or so looked the more likely to do something in the match. To only lose 1-0 is gutting. You know, I don't think Sanchez or Perry had a right lot to do. I don't think Perry had a lot to do at all. Chelsea's front bunch they were marshalled quite well, just apart from that one attempt that ended up being the goal, and then and previous to that, the shot that came off the post and went across the goal line. So, no, deeply frustrated with this one, and I'm going to leave it there. But big thank you for watching, folks. Do please do all that good stuff I mentioned earlier. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please also like and out the video and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any future content. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.